Hi, my name is Annie Hanos and I'm a graduate student at the University of Nevada, Reno. In this video, I will be providing instructions on how to use techniques from Dialectical Behavior Therapy when working with a client with an eating disorder. Specifically, I'm going to be walking you through an example of using DBT skills during a food exposure exercise. When working with clients with eating disorders, it's important to understand how to implement DBT skills in the context of eating. This is because for clients with eating disorders, eating can often be a very stressful, though certainly necessary, task. These skills that I'll be demonstrating in this video can be used either in a food exposure exercise, as we'll show in the upcoming clip, or else can be used during telephone coaching calls, as is standard in DBT. In this video clip, I'll be using emotion regulation skills specifically. And the overall goal when using emotion regulation techniques is to help the client to, number one, identify a primary emotion while blocking any expressions of secondary emotions. Two, validate that primary emotion, helping the client to know that this reaction makes sense and is understood by the therapist. Three, figuring out with the client how to treat this emotion using DBT skills. And four, reinforcing the client's use of these DBT skills through cheerleading and praise. Of note, in this video clip, I will also be eating alongside the client. And this is in order to model healthy normative eating behavior to the client, as well as to demonstrate to her that I'm willing to engage in the same exposure exercises that I'm asking of her. So I hope you enjoy the video and find it informative. What's going on? What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling disgust.
Disgust? About what?
Like I can't do this.
Like you can't do this. So tell me what that feeling of disgust is. What are you disgusted about?
Just my body, I don't know, I feel like eating that just makes my body feel, gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, uncomfortable. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there's some judgments in there, right? So it sounds like probably you're having some judgments like, I'm feeling really fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay. But you did say it more descriptively, which is great, which is you're feeling uncomfortable right now.
Right. Just eating that makes me feel icky. I don't know. Just...
Yeah. And I can totally understand how you get to there if you're thinking, I'm feeling fat. I'm going to get fat. It's an easy place to get to. Okay?
Okay.
But I feel like we're missing something, too, because I don't think it's just disgust. I think there's a primary emotion in there. What do you think that might be?
Well, I feel like just looking at that cake, I feel like I just want to run out the door. I don't want to be here.
Sure. So what emotion do you think that is?
Being afraid, being fearful.
Yeah.
Of what will happen if I eat that.
I think that's exactly right. That's what I'm seeing. I see you kind of curled up over there. You have a very worried face,
Yeah.
and you're having a hard time approaching it. I think that's absolutely right that you're feeling fear. And I want you to know that makes a lot of sense to me. When's the last time you've eaten cheesecake?
I Honestly, I can't remember. I don't know.
Yeah. I know it's been a really long time. You certainly didn't eat it all through, when you were really stuck in your eating disorder,
I used to like it. I remember that, but it was such a long time ago.
I know. And so you've been avoiding food like this for so long that it totally makes sense that you're feeling fear.
Right.
And you had said this is one of the hardest foods for you. So that makes sense to me.
Right.
So,
I just see it like as a big blob of fat.
Right.
That's what it looks like to me.
That's what? What is that? It's a big blob of fat.
A judgment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to let you get away with saying stuff like that, all right?
Okay.
So, because that's just not going to be helpful right now.
Okay.
So, what I'm wondering is, since we know that it's fear that we're dealing with, maybe we can do some opposite action to that emotion. Do you remember what I mean by opposite action?
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean?
Instead of wanting to turn and run away from the fear of eating this and just, check out, basically.
Right.
You want me to go towards it and, just experience what I'm feeling and not go away from it.
Right, exactly. So, fear is associated with that urge, like you said, to run out the door.
Yeah.
So instead of running out the door, we want you to approach the thing that's scary, which is this cheesecake right now, right?
Right.
Okay. So I see how hard it is for you. And honestly, it's hard for me to watch, and I wish I could just take that away. But as you know, the reason opposite action is so important is if I just take that fear away by saying no more cheesecake,
right,
it's just going to make you more fearful the next time you come in front of some kind of food that's tough for you.
Just make it worse.
Yeah. So by doing this, hopefully over time your fear will go down. Okay?
Okay.
So can we have the fear right now and still take a few more bites? All right.
Okay.
Let's do it. So how was that?
It's difficult.
Yeah, I can see how difficult it is.
But I'm doing it, but
Exactly.
It's difficult.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel comfortable.
No, I wouldn't imagine it would. But you did perfect opposite action right there, which is you were feeling really uncomfortable, and I can tell that, but you still did it.
Right.
Do you feel a little bit proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay, so this shows me that you can do it. So let's try again. Let's take a breath, and then we'll go back and do more opposite action.